Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif Daniel bin Muhammad Adha. So today my friends and I are going to present an assignment from the subject MAT183 Calculus 1, a topic for differentiation. So let's start. So what is differentiation? Differentiation is a process of finding a function that outputs the rate of change of one variable with respect to another variable. Why do we use differentiation? Differentiation allows us to find the rate of change of velocity with respect to time to find the acceleration. And within the same graph, we can find the gradient of the line with the equation of y equals to mx plus c, when m is the gradient of the function and c is the y-intercept. How do we apply differentiation in daily life? Firstly, to calculate the profit and loss in business using graphs. Secondly, to check the temperature variation. Lastly, to determine the speed or distance covered, such as miles per hour and kilometer per hour.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hazman Besafi. With metric number 2020613606. Group EC1101K. Today I will present for the subtopic 3.1 analysis of function 1. For the question 1, consider the function of fx equal x square bracket x plus 3. Okay, find A, the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts. B is the interval. Find the intervals where the function is increasing or decreasing. Hence, determine the extremum points, if any. Okay. Value x1 equal 0, x2 equal negative 6. And for the y-intercept, we need to x equal to 0. Okay. For the result is y is 0, equal to 0. Okay, for the question B, we got 6 steps. Okay, for the first step is find the derivative f prime x, and we got it. F prime x equal 3x squared plus 12x. Okay, for the second step is let f prime x equal to 0, and we got two value of x, which is negative 4 and 0. And from of that, we got the critical line, which is step 3. I was sketch it. Okay, for the step 4, I made the first derivative table. Interval, test value, and sign of f is the main thing in this table. We can get the sign as you can see, we get a sign of f prime x is positive, negative, and positive. It means the flow of the curve. Okay, step 5, the flow of the interval. Okay, for the step 5, we can choose the correct sign from the step 4. So the increasing interval and decreasing interval we can see in this slide. Okay, for the step 6 is determine the extremum points. Actually we get the x -4 and x0 is from the step 3, step 4, step 2. Okay, using the fx and put the x value, we can get y value. Then we can get max point and minimum point. It's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Muhammad Hafiz Hakimi Muhammad today. So today I'm going to show you how to solve the C's question. Okay, for the step 7, we must find the second derivative is f prime prime x. Okay, for the f prime x equal to 3x squared plus to 12x. So when we second derivative A is f prime prime x equal to 6x plus 12. Okay, for the step 8, let the f prime prime x equal to 0. So 6x plus 12 equal to 0, and x, we move 6 down, is a negative 12 over 6, and we get x equal to negative 2. And for the step 9, we get the inflection line from the step 8, that is a negative 2. To ensure more accurate values, we draw the table. So for the step 10, we second derivative table. So when the interval negative infinity negative 2, and we put a test value is a negative 4, we get a negative 4 sine of f prime prime x equal to 6x plus 6. And when an interval negative 1 infinity and the test value is a 0, we get a positive value of a sine of f prime prime x equal to 6x plus 6. Okay, moving on to the next step is step 11 is choose the correct sign. So we can concave out is a negative 2 infinity, and the concave down is a negative infinity and negative 2. Alright, for the last step is step 12. Determine the inflection point. So when s equal to negative 2, we put negative 2 in the equation fx equal x square brackets x plus 6. So we get the 16. The 16 is a value of the y. So for the inflection point, we get a negative 2, 16. After that, we sketch the graph. So for the turning point, we have a negative 2, 16, and the minimum point is a 0, 0, and the maximum point is a negative 4, 32. If you know where I get the value of negative 6 at the x-axis, is from question A by solved by husband. So from there I get the negative 6, the value of the negative 6. So that's all from me for the question C. moving on to the conclusion by Alip.
Okay, so this is the conclusion of this topic. The conclusion of the topic, you must know the type of function. There are two types of function. The first function is increasing functions. There is f prime x more than 0, and so there are three types of increasing function. This is an example. The second one is decreasing functions, f prime x less than 0, and you can see the example there. Second thing is, you must know how to find maxima and minima. There's a local maximum at the top, and at the bottom one is the local minimum, and there is also a saddle point. And the saddle point means a point of a function or surface which is a stationary point but not an extremum. So let's go to the maximum point. So if the interval for the maximum point is x less than a, so the gradient is positive. If the interval is x equal to a, so the gradient is 0. If the x more than a, so the gradient is negative. And that's all is a maximum point. And we go to the minimum point. If the interval is x less than a, so the gradient is negative. If the x equal to a, then the gradient is 0. The interval for x more than a, the gradient is positive. So that is a minimum point. So this is the last one you need to know, inflection point. There's a two type of inflection point. There's a concave up and concave down. Concave up is when the slope increases. Meanwhile, the concave down is when the slope decreases. The second derivative will reveal if the slope increases or decreases. If the second derivative is positive, then the function is concave up. But if the second derivative is negative, then the function is concave down. So that's all you need to know in this topic. That's all from me, and thank you, and Assalamualaikum.